lounge light. Oh, I have replenished my Lapsang Souchong tea supply and it's good to be having a cup of it. Oh, I just love it so much. Hello, it's Monday morning. Welcome to another video. It's going to be a slightly different video, this one. I've got some general life admin to do today and some YouTube notes and preparation and stuff, so I'm not going to be sharing that. It's very boring. But I wanted to have a chat about some thoughts and realisations that I've had over the past week or so about what I do here on my lovely part of YouTube, and actually a little tangent whilst I'm talking about how lovely my little part of YouTube is. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone for your wonderful comments on my last few vlogs, the first few vlogs of 2023, especially the last one. I did a vlog about our celebration of Burns Night, and my mum, my Scottish mum, read a Burns poem. It's become a bit of a tradition actually to share that on this channel on Burns Night. So she did Auld Lang Syne this year, and your comments and positivity around that were amazing. So thank you so much for that. Anyway, tangent over. Thoughts and realisations, that's what I was talking about. I had a video pop up in my recommended videos about niching down, and I'd never heard of that. So I had a little look about, very briefly, about what it means, and it essentially means to pick a niche or a subject and stick to it when you have a YouTube channel. And now I don't do this on this channel, on This Little Wonderful Life, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about why that is and share some sort of archive footage from the past 3 years, which will be quite funny, I think. Lots of different hairstyles and very little Phoebe in some of the clips that I've been finding, and share that and talk a little bit about me and how I got started on this channel along the way. So I'll just have a slurp of tea. Oh, it's so good. I just want to completely down this guy. It's just the right temperature as well. You have to brew it for about 4 minutes, so it really does come to the right temperature for me. So I started this channel about 3 years ago. I uploaded my first ever video here on the 31st of October 2019, about a day out in Greenwich. And I then published videos sporadically throughout the next year, taking you along to places like the Kent coast a lot, Scotland, Chartwell, Winston Churchill's home, London, France, Salford near Manchester, all different places. And then in December 2020, I decided to do Vlogmas on this channel. So I'd done Vlogmas twice before on my other channel, which is Little Drops of Wonderful. So I'd done it in 2019 and 2018, as well as other daily vlog series over on that channel as well. And they proved really popular. And in particular, I vlogged pretty much every day for almost 3 months throughout the height of the 2020 pandemic. And that was a very comforting thing. I'm trying to think of the right word. That really helped me through the pandemic to be able to share our particular experience of it and be able to have that connection with the people watching. And it kind of opened my eyes a bit to that style of daily life vlogging away from the focus of my other channel. My other channel is very niche. It's dedicated to crochet and knitting and all things crafty, the great loves of my life. It's very, very niche, and I found that I was focusing a lot on that in the vlogs I was making, but I wanted to move away from having to focus on that niche and to share a more realistic mix of the things that come up in my daily ordinary life. The things that bring me joy, and filming those sort of everyday things that bring me the little moments of happiness, filming them and honing in on them really helped me to focus on them and notice them more. And that was an important part of vlogging for me. I think that's worked, that separation. My other channel, like I say, is very focused on a particular subject. It's just gone over 22,000 subscribers, which is just like, insert mind-blowing emoji here. It's amazing. I'm so happy to have that dedicated space to talk about those great loves and passions in my life, and I'm so happy to also have this smaller space on YouTube to share the other great loves of my life. Of course, my family, learning to draw, just days out, adventures, organising, sorting, just daily life stuff, and of course nature and lots of walking. So Vlogmas 2020 was when I first took the leap to have a dedicated daily life vlogging channel. And in the past 3 years now, I've published 275 videos on this channel. And probably more on my other channel actually. So yeah, that's a lot of content to produce over 3 years, and I've slowly grown over the past 3 years from absolute zero to just under 8,500 subscribers. So it's been a really nice, slow growing thing, which has given me a really lovely opportunity to get to know my subscribers, to get to know you, my lovely subscribers out there. And I think that is one of the benefits of growing slowly and having a small channel, is that you really are given the opportunity to have those connections. I make content that I enjoy making and that I'm proud of making, and I share an eclectic, ever-changing mix of the things in my life, because that is ordinary life, isn't it? It's a bit all over the place. We're all more than one thing: wife, husband, partner, mother, creator, crocheter, knitter, museum worker, walker, sometimes baker, reluctant cook, mother of chickens. My videos are about ordinary life, or rather my ordinary life, as my ordinary life will be different to your ordinary. But I've learned along the way that across continents, oceans, cultures, generations, genders, we all find common ground on the little ordinary things. I get so many comments saying, oh my gosh, me too. I thought I was the only one that did that. I do that every day too. Oh, I didn't realise that other people thought this or did this. That makes up a huge amount of the comments that I get, which is so heartening, because it means we're connecting on the really small, tiny, daily, ordinary things, and I love that. It brings me a lot of happiness to know that. I've also learned that the English language is quite funny, and that across across countries that speak English, different things can mean very different things. Different words can mean very different things. For example, the phrase "keep your pecker up" means a very different thing in the United States than it does in England. And just to be clear, it means like keep your chin up, stay positive. It doesn't mean that in America. But I love that. I love finding out those little things. We really laugh about those little language idiosyncrasies that come up when we do daily vlogs. When I say we, I'm talking about me and my husband Dan and my two daughters, who are ever enthusiastic about appearing in and being part of this vlogging journey. My content is, and probably always will be, long form, so no sort of quick attention grabbing TikTok style 1 minute dopamine sucking videos, although, you know, never say never, but I don't think you'll ever catch me dancing. I think my children's enthusiasm for my making YouTube content would very quickly disappear if I started dancing. But I like to think that my videos are a very true, honest reflection of my daily life. The better bits, obviously, although, you know, we do talk about some of, I don't know why I keep saying we, it's mainly me, isn't it? I do talk about the harder bits as well, but I'm never going to be sharing things like the kids arguing over sofa space, or Dan and I having an argument about dusting and laundry or something, and all those things that happen every single day. So that would be very boring if I was sharing that all the time. So it is the better bits, and I do want to make sure that there is some downtime here and some not wholesomeness, that's the wrong word. What's the word I'm looking for? Coziness to these vlogs, the cozy side of life, the good bits. Escapism is probably the right word, and I think we're all nosy about other people's lives. I love watching daily life vlogs, and I find them quite hard to find new ones. I have sort of a bunch that I watch that I've discovered, but to find daily life vlogs, especially in different countries, to see what life is like lived in other parts of the world, it's not always easy to find them. And I get a lot of feedback saying that that's one of the most interesting things, is just seeing what everyday ordinary life is like here in the UK. Just the fact that we have different setups in our wardrobes and kitchens, and the way we go to the post office and things like that. So I will always share that as a reflection of just what ordinary everyday life is like here. I don't think I will ever niche down, as that expression went on the video that popped up in my recommended feed, because ordinary life is just not like that. We don't niche down in our ordinary lives, that we have so many different parts to us as human beings. There are lots of videos that pop up about YouTube success, social media success, business success, life success, but success can mean such different things to different people. We all have different views of what success is, or what we strive to have in our lives. Financial, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, and so many more things besides. And I just wanted to say very quickly as well, if you are thinking about starting some kind of channel on YouTube, because I do get comments and messages asking about that, or saying, you know, oh, I'm thinking of doing it, then do it. Whether you have a niche subject, or you just want to make daily vlogs that aren't focusing on a particular thing, start small, expect to grow slowly, and do it with love and put in the time and make sure you're enjoying it. I make these videos because I have never stopped enjoying making them. I love the process of filming. Like I've said, focusing in on the little things that bring me such joy. I love the process of editing. I love the connection it brings me with my audience and my subscribers and the community that I feel I'm now part of. So yeah, do it. Start with 0 and expect to grow slowly as long as you're still totally in love with doing it. It's worth so much more than subscriber counts and advertising revenue and all of that. My YouTube journey has completely transformed my life, I would say, and given me a confidence that I never dreamed possible for myself. And for me, success is contentment, the freedom of time, and time with my family, and to do the things we want to do, and having our holidays together and trips out, being able to afford the basics, pay the mortgage, and to have the belief in what I do, to be proud of what I do. And I've still got an awfully long way to go, but I've come a long way already and I'm really enjoying the journey.